Welcome to my channel. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. In a turn of events that no one anticipated, even among the most devoted followers of the Duggar family, it has been claimed that Johannah Duggar has secretly tied the knot, putting her very conservative family in a state of complete and utter disbelief. A full-blown family crisis has been sparked as a result of the fact that the 19-year-old Duggar married the marriage without the approval of her parents, Jim Bob and Michelle Duggar, according to sources inside the organization. And what about now? Since the wedding has come to an end and the newlyweds have disappeared into their private lives, Jim Bob is in a state of complete and utter devastation. According to people close to the family, his emotional condition can be described as betrayed, heartbroken, and blindsided. A remarkable and unofficial ceremony. The murmurs began as rumors that circulated in close networks of people who had previously attended the IBLP, people who were sleuthing on Reddit, and people who had been following the family for a long time. However, in recent days, the rumors have turned into confirmation. Johannah Duggar has tied the knot. And not in the manner that is typical of the Duggar family. The couple did not make a public declaration of their relationship. They did not go on dates with a chaperone, and they did not publish engagement photographs with corny Bible quotations. And most definitely not a wedding editorial that was published in People magazine like her elder siblings. Instead, Johannah and her now husband, who is characterized as a non-IBLP, former Christian missionary turned entrepreneur, reportedly planned a secret ceremony in the manner of an elopement, which would take place in Taneytown, Arkansas, a significant distance away from the Duggar estate. One of the sources chuckled and said, "She didn't even wear a dress from the Duggar bridal closet to the wedding. She found a plain cream gown at a thrift store. It did not have a train or a veil. Just that would have been enough to have Michelle pass out." Who in the world is the unknown husband? Despite the fact that information on Johannah's new spouse is still being uncovered, sources have revealed that his name is Caleb. He is a 23-year-old man from Colorado who first met Johannah at a church outreach event more than a year ago. According to reports, he did not grow up in the same ultra-conservative circles as the Duggar family. He has been characterized as free-spirited, kind, and quietly progressive by those who are intimately familiar with the situation. One of Johannah's acquaintances said, "He has a deep affection for the Lord. Nevertheless, he does not think that trust must be accompanied with control." That was the reason Johannah was drawn to him. Due to the fact that traditional courtship is often controlled and watched by the family, the pair seems to have maintained communication via direct messages and text messages, which is a Duggar no-no. Johannah started going to out-of-state conferences under the guise of women's ministry work after almost a year of maintaining a low profile in terms of communication. However, according to sources, these travels included visits to Caleb and his family. She was laying the groundwork, a source close to the situation said. And nobody had any idea what was going on. It's too late for Jim Bob to find out. According to a number of different stories, Jim Bob did not learn about the wedding until after it had already taken place. This information is said to have been sent to him by a distant relative who saw Johannah in a picture that was posted on the private Instagram account of Caleb's sister. What are the consequences? Instantaneous. According to a friend of the family, Jim Bob called every sibling, every cousin, and every connection in an attempt to locate her for information. His situation was hopeless. However, Johannah had meticulously planned everything out. The pair had previously disconnected from the grid in order to start what they are referring to as their reset life, which is a private and social media free beginning someplace in the western region. This was not an act of defiance, her companion said. It was a moment free. The secret wedding caused the siblings to part ways. Not every member of the Duggar family is in a state of agitation. Some of the siblings are allegedly experiencing the same kind of anguish as Jim Bob. But there are others who are silently supporting Johannah's choice, even if they are unable to express it verbally. Jinger Duggar Vuolo, who is well known for her own deviation from the teachings presented by her family, is said to have discreetly spoken with her younger sister in order to convey the message, "I am proud of you." According to a person who is quite close to Jinger, she is fully aware of how challenging it is to go against the current. Her admiration stems from the fact that Johannah did not just go. Rather, she made her way towards something. In the meanwhile, Dillard, who has also been separated from the family for a number of years, shared a mysterious comment on her Instagram stories only one day after the news of Johannah's wedding became public. Sometimes the biggest acts of obedience look like defiance to those who misunderstand you. Lisa Bevere. Fans immediately linked the post to Johannah. But not all siblings are thrilled. Insiders claim that Johanna and Joseph Duggar are struggling to understand why Johannah chose not to include them in her life-changing moment. It's not just about Jim Bob, a source said. This has opened wounds across the whole family. Michelle's quiet response. Surprisingly, sources say Michelle Duggar has remained quiet and reserved amid the drama. She's heartbroken but trying not to push Johannah further away. One insider revealed. Michelle still sees Johannah as her little girl. She's praying she comes back. In the past, Michelle has been seen as the softer voice between her and Jim Bob, especially when family tensions arose, like during Jill's estrangement and Jinger's move to California. She may be devastated, but she hasn't slammed any doors, the source added. The bigger picture. A family in transition. Johannah's wedding, done in secret, without a formal courtship and without family blessing, marks a new chapter for the Duggar family. Once a tight-knit clan known for their matching outfits, strict purity vows, and patriarchal control, the Duggar household now seems to be unraveling one quiet rebellion at a time. First Jill left. Then Jinger questioned the family's belief system. Then Johanna opened up about creating boundaries. And now, Johannah, the quiet middle child who always stayed under the radar, has made the boldest move yet. It's not about hatred or drama, said a friend close to Johannah. It's about becoming her own woman. She just did it her way. Fans react. She did what we all wanted. As expected, Duggar fans took to the internet in droves. Johannah is married? My jaw is on the floor. Jim Bob lost control, and you love to see it. This is why they stopped filming. The younger girls aren't sticking to the script. Some longtime followers even praised Johannah's stealth. She watched every one of her sisters navigate the rules. She saw what worked and what didn't. And then she played the long game. Others are hopeful this means Johannah will eventually resurface with her own platform, possibly even a tell-all. Jinger wrote a book. Jill wrote a book. Johannah's story is coming. You know she has something to say. For a family once defined by extravagant, heavily publicized weddings, Johannah's quiet elopement feels like a dramatic close to an era. They built an empire on televised proposals and modesty, one TLC insider noted. Now their girls are leaving the altar behind. And for Jim Bob? The patriarch who once stood at the center of each of his daughter's wedding days, hand-delivering them to their carefully selected suitors? He feels like he's lost control, said a family source. And that's his greatest fear. Final thoughts. A new beginning. The Duggar world is changing. Quietly, slowly, but irrevocably. Johannah Duggar's secret wedding wasn't just a marriage, it was a message. A declaration. A brave whisper in the face of generations of control. She may be the ninth daughter, the one who rarely got screen time, the one whose courtship fans never expected. But now, she's the one who changed the game. Wherever she is now, driving west, hand in hand with her new husband, no cameras, no rules, Johannah is finally writing her own story. And for those who followed the Duggars for years, there's one thing we know for sure.